Currently, the world in general and the global south in particular is passing through very delicate time. On the one side, we have conflict between Israel and Palestine in the Middle East. And on the other side, we have conflicts in Afghanistan, Central Asia, and between Ukraine and Russia. In this regard, I'm honored to lead and run the world's only network that made an unparalleled contribution to equality, diversity, and inclusion by hosting the guest talk of judges of both Supreme Constitutional Court of Palestine and the Supreme Court of Israel during the peak of the Middle East crisis. Today, I'm honored to have Judge Doctor of Law Professor Vitaliy Urkevych, Secretary of the Grand Chamber of the Supreme Court of Ukraine, as guest speaker during the Global South Network Judges Guest Lecture Series.
It is a well-known fact since 2014. The Russian Federation has been committed armed aggression against Ukraine. This was established in particular recent judgment of the European Court of Human Rights of June 25, 2024 in case Ukraine versus Russia, Crimea, were recognized as genocide of the Ukrainian people. According to the general rule established in the national legislation of Ukraine, damage caused in Ukraine to any individuals as a result of the illegal actions by any other person or entity may be compensated by judgment of Ukrainian court.
A lot of internal displacement took place during the war in Ukraine. People close to Ukraine-Russia border were more affected than those living in other areas of Ukraine. How do you see the role of the Ukraine Supreme Court in protecting fundamental rights of people living close to Ukraine-Russia border and maintaining equality of all Ukrainians before the law?
It's a very quite interesting question, and in Ukraine we have introduced some special mechanism by the request of the head of the Supreme Court. The High Council of Justice can change the venue, territorial jurisdiction of the courts, which is near the front line to the more safer parts of Ukraine. Also in Ukraine we have special electronic system. Electronic court was introduced, and plaintiffs and defendants and other parties can use the functioning of this court for sending claims, requests, and other things. A lot of court hearings is making with using of the video conference or video call. It's very helpful for us. In such way, we guarantee the access to the justice to all citizens and other peoples who are in the territory of Ukraine.
How do you see the public support for the Ukraine Supreme Court? Is that currently ideal, or do you think it needs some improvement?
It's a great question because, as you understand, have some problems in this field and the fields of relations between the Supreme Court and the public, and we have such figures from the latest public opinion polls in 2023. I must say that above 25% of public confidence in the Supreme Court and the entire judicial system. Quite often public have some misunderstanding of the functioning of the Supreme Court. Moreover, some media sometimes try to show only negative aspects of functioning.